Hello viewers, welcome to History Lessons. Today we are going to discuss and learn about the correlation between two different streams, two different subjects. One is history, another one is literature, which both go hand in hand. Always these two both go hand in hand, and then I'll tell you why. So today we are going to correlate and see how literature is impacting history and history is impacting literature in the backdrop of war. So why we have chosen war, you all know, because this war is going on between Russia and Ukraine, and we are afraid that probably this is the World War III that we had been apprehending since 1945 after the Second Great World War. The world has already witnessed two great world wars. World War I, 1914 to 1918, World War II, 1939 to 1945. And 1945 onwards, there is this wave of Cold War in the 1960s, which continued till 1989. And in this backdrop, we have got marvelous poet and songwriter who has changed the American songwriting tradition and has also won Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 2016. Bob Dylan composed several music, wrote several songs and lyrics which has portrayed the pity of the war and the vanity of warfare. History documents the stories of kings and queens and those who are powerful, those who are dominant. And we have an informal historian of America's troubles, and he is none other than our very famous Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, born on 1941, is a famous beat poet. Allen Ginsberg has said that he is the most famous of the beat poet, and this beat poets, they are doing everything anti-government, anti-authoritarian. Why? Because during that time, America and USSR, they had this conflict between them, these two superpowers. The world became bipolar, and these two superpowers, they are fighting against each other in such a way that the whole world is shaking in fear of military aggression and nuclear threat. The world has already witnessed atom bomb attack in 1945, and in 1961 Berlin won, 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. And this ongoing political rivalry lost millions of lives even after the Second World War. And everyone was just shaking in fear when the poet writes, "How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. And how many years can some people exist before they are allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? And how many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind." My dear friends and subscribers, please excuse me and please forgive me for, for attempting at this song. Actually, this is a fangirl kind of a moment. I just tried my voice singing a Bob Dylan song. I'm not a singer, neither have I sung any time. So please excuse me for that. But till now the answer is blowing in the wind, no? How many years shall it take till we realize that these wars are useless? All these wars are futile. Till now we haven't been able to realize, no? And the chronicles of common people's lives are portrayed by these poets only. Okay, history documents about the kings, about the queens, about those who are in power. But what is happening to common men and women, that is documented in all these lyrics and songs. So if we read the modern poets and listen to modern music and postmodern music and poet, then we come with all these themes of alienation, transformation, and relativity of truth. So what is this relativity of truth? So the truth is that to all this big powerful nation, the war is beneficial because they want to establish their power. And the reality of this warfare is futility, nothing else. And there is this well-known proverb, when two elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers, and that is happening. Two great national powers or two great nations are fighting. They are in a war. They are going to benefit themselves politically, and all innocent laymen are going to suffer in one way or the other. So let us pray for peace and worldwide love and harmony. Every human being can only suffer, and they feel disillusioned, and they feel alienated from one another. And in the war field, when one soldier sees the other, he realizes this universal fraternity. So internationalism and international peace in pacifism is more important, where we can settle disputes by peaceful means, avoiding all kinds of war. And let us pray all together while subscribing my channel and increasing my viewers, that let this war cease and stop, the war between Russia and Ukraine that is going on right now. And let me stop over here. And please give us your valuable comments. Thank you. That's all for today.